very proud of the time that I've been here, and I think that this organization has had a tremendous amount of accomplishments since 2007 to the day that is today. I encountered a group of extremely professional individuals, and I don't want to miss. I also encountered a community that was extremely embracing, and you know, that's why more than likely I'll be staying here in the Durham community. So if you thought that I was going to be gone, maybe not the case. I'm hopeful to look to see what opportunities exist and move on.
The city manager used the phrase, I believe, a change of leadership. How did you receive that?
I have a clause in my agreement that prohibits any disparaging remarks. So I want to adhere to my agreement with the city.
Did you see this coming?
Did I see this coming? I knew when I started here that someday I would be retiring. So everybody who doesn't realize that they're going to be retiring is really blind. The fact that it happened what happened, I wasn't planning on it, but I've always said that I would be here for a minimum of 10 years unless it was preferred that I not be here as chief. So.
Chief, do you feel that this all came about because of community criticism that you have received? Do you think that's a big factor in how this is playing out?
I have to say that the criticism that I've heard has been from a very fractured portion of this community. It hasn't been from the community. Quite frankly, the negative comments that are made, I normally hear them at a podium or in front of a camera, and not in the places where the real people in the city of Durham live, work, and play. So if that's the case, I don't think that it would be proper. And I think in the 8 years that I've been here, I think the record shows a lot different.
What's the biggest misconception you believe you had to deal with as chief?
The biggest misconception I've had to deal with as chief is that the police department can solve everything. That the police department can take care of the kids, can mentor children, can get people to, to confess to crimes, to do everything that is done on TV policing, and that we can do it within an hour with some commercial breaks.
Chief, how do you respond to the city manager saying that morale had become a challenge within the department?
Deputy manager? Oh, from the city manager. Oh, I thought you said deputy manager. I didn't think I had heard that. I think that the morale issue with the police department really involves a pay issue that has been here since 2007 that I've been working towards, but that's not within the police department. That's outside of the police department we've been addressing. I think they've also are dealing with a lot of the restraints that are being held against them, not being able to do a lot of things that the United States Constitution allows them to do. And the other factor, and I'm trying to remember which one that was, is also an external one, where the police officers are concerned about the support they're getting outside. But as far as morale within the organization, as any organization, you're going to have individuals who are not going to be happy. You're going to find this hard to believe. There might be one or two individuals who might not even like me here. But the fact of the matter is that the overall majority of this organization, I think they have high morales, especially when you look at law enforcement today and what police officers have to endure and the way they have to work. I think that their morale is pretty high. And that's evident in the work that they do and the work product that they have out here. I think they do an excellent job.
You kind of touched on morale, and going back to that, you say morale was good within the police department. Do you feel like your departure will negatively affect the morale? Because we've heard, at least from the Fraternal Order of Police, that a lot of people are upset about you leaving.
I can't really speak to how other people feel. I only believe that knowing the police department that I've been a part of for the last 8 years, that they're going to move forward. And they're going to work with whoever's here, and they're going to show whoever comes in to take over the chief's position that they are truly an extremely professional and adaptable police department.
Any regrets so far, Chief, about your time here?
Any regrets about my time here? Let's see. None that come to mind, to be quite honest with you. You know, I know that there have been some challenges, but if I had been a police chief without challenges, I'd have a halo, and I don't carry one. I honestly believe that what I've come upon here in the city has been extremely positive and moving. We're talking about a city who in 2007, nobody was basically downtown, minimal hotels. Today it's 2015, and everybody is downtown apparently. And downtown has expanded to many different areas. You have a lot of hotels popping up. You have a lot of industry coming in. You have a lot of positive buzz here in the city of Durham. That does not happen in a dangerous city.
One of the criticisms that we heard is that racial bias, discrimination, profiling. Would you want to take a moment to address some of those criticisms that you faced?
Yes, I would say that, especially being that yesterday was the first day of the National Hispanic Heritage Month, that we here at the City of Durham have an extremely diverse police department, not only in our sworn file, but our non-sworn ranks also. I think that we outpace just about every other department and many departments nationally as far as our diversity is concerned. And this is the only police department in the state of North Carolina whose chief of police is Puerto Rican and is fluently in Spanish. So as far as diversity is concerned, we have it. As far as racial bias is concerned, anyone who wants to take a moment to read the real data that's carried in a lot of our reports that are on our website regarding traffic stops would clearly see that this organization is not involved in racial bias.
Chief, do you feel you've been misunderstood at certain times?
When I speak Spanish, sometimes I do feel that way. People don't understand what I'm saying, but outside of that, have I been misunderstood? No, I think that individuals who are making any comments to that end really have an agenda, and I just don't buy into the agenda.
Let's get two more questions, Chief.
What's your legacy?
A proud and good police department. It's better than when I found it, and it's the best there is out there.
With this decision, do you believe you adequately fulfilling your duties as chief? And part two, what are you most proud of?
Well, I'm going to be chief of police till the 31st, so am I adequately doing it? I've not missed a meeting and not missed a beat yet. Don't intend on doing so. I'm just very proud of the total product.
And what do you want to say in the last statement, Chief?
Yeah. Thank you all.